What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back. Some more Fire Emblem 3 houses. Last time we did the Chapter 19 mission, taking on Lord Arundel and coming to the rescue of Claude. And Claude gave us his bow and just paced out. So that was neat. But we're moving on to the next chapter, Chapter 20. We're heading down, or back down to the Empire.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
It's Caspar's birthday? Sure. I don't know the last... I don't even know if we got a pre-time-skip tea party with this boy. Let's see here. Tea party, Caspar. He likes ginger tea, and that is it. I do have ginger tea.
Hey, Professor. Got something interesting to share? Oh yeah. I can tell this is a good one. Come on, hand it over. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a tea party with Caspar.
Yeah.
Evaluating allies, monastery security, working together? Okay.
Now. Yeah.
Overcoming weaknesses. Monastery rules. Oh wait, overcoming weaknesses, yes.
Now. Yeah.
And likable allies. Exploring the monastery. You seem different. Wait. That one's, likable allies. You seem well is on here. I'm gonna say you seem different. I didn't see any of those. Oh wait, exploring the monastery. I think I looked over it like 3 times. Was that the first one? Or was it protecting the monastery?
They say hard work pays off, but I don't think that's always true. Either way,
Oh, it's fine.
I'm gonna keep trying.
We gave him his favorite tea, so we get this anyway. They say hard work pays off. Commend and praise. Okay, there we go. Let's see here.
Yeah, I guess. Professor. Huh?
Let's fucking laugh.
Delicious.
Okay.
I'm not good at staying still for too long. Maybe I can get some squats in.
All right. Oh.
I know my arms aren't very long, but they sure are muscular.
Are they?
Ah, hot.
Okay.
Thanks for this, Professor. Don't you want to get some exercise, though? Come on, let's go train.
Well. First tea party ever with Caspar. Look at us. I'm assuming this is gonna be the story bit.
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this. That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor.
If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrden again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south, and then we'll take Merceus, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
An impregnable fortress?
Fort Merceus, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses.
Should we try to avoid it? Can we really prevail?
It is unlike you to worry so. But I feel we have no choice but to strip that place of its impregnable reputation. Once we take Fort Merceus, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
We'll also get to see the Caspar replacement, since that's where he was in the last time skip, the Golden Deer.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Merceus is someone we have crossed blades with many times. It is the Death Knight who awaits us there.
Oh, so that's who we'll be battling.
Yup.
Emil.
I wonder if that dialogue's any different, or if that dialogue pops up at all if you haven't done her paralogue. Or is that just like a bombshell if you didn't do her paralogue? I don't know. But we have support Dimitri, Annette, Lawrence, and Dorothea. Oh, so that finishes Dimitri and Annette. Lawrence and Dorothea is finished. We'll just hold those for the end. Since it's not like they need to be completed to build. It's the end cap. So let's just go ahead and get our exploration going.
Oh, Professor, good timing. You have to talk some sense into my father. Recently, he's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself. We're finally going to attack the Empire? I'm actually getting a little nervous. Please defeat the Emperor and save Lady Rhea. I'll be waiting here with all of the necessary preparations for a huge celebration.
Even in the kingdom, only a few people knew about His Highness and Edelgard's relationship. Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world, where they are at war with one another. I live it, and can still barely imagine such a truth.
So, we're finally invading Empire territory, huh? There's not much we can do right now, except pray for deliverance. I truly believe that we have it in us to succeed.
Fort Merceus is a keep that was constructed to defend the imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy. Now that we know Rhea is there, we must move with the utmost urgency.
The Death Knight. I shudder to think of him. Professor, you remember my connection to him, do you not? I am still working through the trauma from back then. All these years later, if we meet him, I swear I will have my revenge.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Fort Merceus is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Merceus? Indeed, a very good answer. But of course, you'd know that. Seems Fódlans give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon. Myself, I have been called the Father of Crestology, which is a nickname as well as a title, I suppose.
From this point onward, we're in all-out war with the Empire. Are you prepared, Professor? I'm glad to hear it. That means we can approach the coming battles with peace of mind. First, we capture Fort Merceus. The fighting will undoubtedly be brutal, but we must prevail. As far as this army and I are concerned, you're our last ray of hope. We are relying on you.
It appears that Claude has dissolved the Alliance. He's thrown away the pride of all the Lester Lords who have walked the path of independence from Fargus for generations. I said from the start that he was not suitable to lead. Well, times have changed, haven't they? I suppose we can trust the kingdom now.
Claude has stepped down from leadership, and Lester is now a vassal state of Fargus. The lords of the Western Kingdom are beginning to declare fealty to us in greater numbers also. The Empire is our only remaining enemy.
The Lester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? I'm sure they'll have a talented and beautiful songstress playing you. And with Dimitri at your side, well, they'll probably contrive some kind of romance to keep things interesting.
Now that the Alliance has been dissolved, what will become of the nobility? All of Fódlan is going to change. I suppose I'll have to change with it.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Wish I'd known that 5 years ago. But there's nothing we can do about it now. What we can do, though, is topple the Empire. Will you seize victory with us, Professor? For the sake of the late Captain!
Okay. I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore. But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Seiros. I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire. Okay.
The Archbishop has been taken to the Empire, just as we thought. But why hasn't Edelgard killed her yet? If she intended to use her as a hostage, she'd have publicly announced that she was unharmed. We don't know what the Emperor's intentions are. All we can do is fight on and pray the Archbishop is okay.
Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Merceus. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
Death Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight. To be perfectly honest, I am.
You know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a seasoned veteran at this kind of thing. Girls, I mean. I've never actually, captured any keeps. Anyway, I figure you go after the main gate. You take that out, and I'm sure we can win. Of course, you're making the tactical calls. I'm happier to follow than to lead.
I traveled to Kingdom territory because I was nearby. I did some good business. Apparently, supplies are needed to reconstruct the Kingdom capital and the surrounding towns. I wonder where I should go next.
Fort Merceus is next, huh? Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid. Way back when a fortress was just a playground for me. Yeah, those were the days.
Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country? If you think about it that way, it makes sense for them to unite. I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fódlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
Have you heard of the Crescent Moon War? That's when the Alliance won their independence from the Kingdom. Some 300 years ago, the ruling Duke of Leicester died without an heir, and the lords with blood ties to House Blathen took that chance to propose ruling the Leicester territory as a republic. The head of House Regan led the Leicester lords and fought fiercely with Fargus. They won independence from the Kingdom. And now, here we are.
Here's an idea.
Oh my.
The Alliance has really been disbanded? I never thought such a thing could happen. As long as it doesn't negatively impact our lives, I don't care much whether we're the Kingdom or the Alliance.
With the Empire destroyed, the borders within Fódlan will likely become a thing of the past. With that, the rules of trade will change. Personally, I'm excited to see what these changes will bring.
Is it true Lady Rhea was taken to the Empire? Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they? That's good. We just gotta beat the Imperial Army and get her back, right? You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
Just as we suspected, Lady Rhea was taken to the Imperial capital. We must get to the capital as quickly as possible. So many people are worried sick about her. I do wonder when Claude managed to learn Lady Rhea's whereabouts. He's pretty shrewd. I can't help but admire him.
I wonder where Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fódlan altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind. Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
We took quite the detour. It was time-consuming, but finally, we got the information we needed. We crush the Empire, we get Lady Rhea back. 2 birds, 1 stone. First, we take Fort Merceus. I'll put my heart in it. I'll crack him like a rusty helmet.
We defeated Lord Arundel. The Emperor must have been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Merceus and move on to the Imperial capital. We must not be overconfident, though. You're optimistic. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. When they're cornered, they lash out however they can. They fight for their lives. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out? We have to be careful.
I'm getting the hang of it.
It seems my proficiency has improved. Age is but a number.
Now, how best to use this skill?
There is always more to learn.
This experience is critical. Technique never betrays.
All thanks to your help. Committed to memory.
Okay, so this is pretty much gonna be our hopefully very final auxiliary fight. I have gone through, as you saw, however I edited that, you should have noticed that we're not just on the same, first week battle. This is the last week. There is a monster somewhere. What does he have? Lance. It's gonna be silver because we already have the Gradivus. Okay. All the supports that we are gonna get are done and unlocked, ready to go, except for a support with Byleth and Eloise, and then I need Flame and Dimitri, and we're done. So I think there's only one free month, maybe 2 free months left. I think just 1 though. There's nothing really for us to do. We're just gonna explore, and then I'm gonna skip to the mission. Cause everything, like you saw, Flame, she S+'d her axe. First S+ of this game for me. I have not done anything else.
My orders?
It's over here. We're gonna need a wall of people.
I am prepared.
Dedu, you can see he has Fail Not. Fail Not, Thunderbrand, Silver Sword. Hell yeah. What else do you need? I don't know who I would give Fail Not to. Like, I thought maybe Byleth. I don't think Gilbert really needs it. He has a Brave Bow. I think that's plenty good enough for him. Okay, we're gonna have to rally you. I also finally gave out all the stat boosters. I patched up Ingrid, so instead of being squishy and slow, well, not really squishy, she was just teetering on that edge. She now has 36 defense, 32 res. Make up for that lack of speed.
Ready when you are.
She should be plenty fine. A Gambit there, just in case.
What's the plan?
Come in here. Okay.
What's my strategy?
I would like Byleth to take this entire
Growing
side
stronger suits me.
for herself. That would be ideal. But I mean, the one thing with skipping,
Much needed.
the only thing I guess I am gonna miss, like, Felix probably won't end up mastering Dark Knight this run, but the Dark Knight mastery skill, if I remember correctly, isn't even worth doing. Dark Knight mastery, it's seal resistance. Yeah. Same, I guess, could be said for Mercedes. I mean, seal resistance. Yeah. Don't really care all that much. Do you guys have any fair? No. I still want to build some axe rank just with the option. I've switched Flame over to just pumping authority because I think on the last run, being the Knights of Seiros run, there's only one Knight of Seiros can be a dancer, and that is Flame. She's the only one that can. So I'm pumping her authority up so we can give her a real nice gambit immediately. Okay. Are you all gonna attack Dimitri? Because that'd be great. You're not. Also, I forgot I have animations completely off. Absolutely nothing happened there. There we go. There we go.
They say experience beats growth.
Girl. None of the stat boosters were given to Flame, by the way. Not a single one. From the stockpile that we had. They've been given to her, you know, along the way, but the giant pile we were sitting on, none of them. All right. We're gonna need to rally.
Thank you.
Still. All right. Well, we're gonna kill one way or another.
Much needed.
Okay, I don't think her... Yeah, she doesn't add any damage. Let's just see up here. Alright, that's fine, whatever. Silver bow.
It won't be in vain.
You're in tip-top shape.
Yeah, I'll go here. Can I? No. I was just trying to see if I could get up the steps. I kind of didn't think I could. To trade over and swap to the axe. It's fine. Okay. Sylvain.
You knew the odds.
Take that dude down. Let's wait here for the buff. And honestly, we're just gonna back away there. Okay. With the lethality.
Ineffective.
12%. At least we hit ours. Pain.
More proof of my loyalty.
But also we dealt the pain. Alright, Dimitri. Oh yeah, there's... It's like, this is like it. No? Oh. Oh, there's 3 mages and then still the monster. How does... Well, we're not gonna kill with the Iron Axe. Anyway, we look at it. Well, I mean, I guess there's potential.
This could turn the tides.
Crit and lethality.
I'm stronger than before.
39 speed. Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to think of other things I did. I gave Flane the movement booster, the boots, because I didn't realize this whole time she's just been sitting at 5 movement at base. The reason I didn't realize it is because most of the time we stride to put her in position. 34 crit.
Allow me to demonstrate. I must lead them well.
There we go. But Dorothy and Caspar finally got A rank in the back, so I don't have to use either of them anymore. They both got up to level 40 doing that, between, you know, everything Caspar needed to do as we were training him for the paralog, and then Dorothea trying to get all the supports for her and Caspar and Violet and Lawrence.
This is for everyone's good.
Good level. Also, Mercedes has +1 movement now. She hit A+ in riding. Ingrid is the next one on her way. It's not showing, interestingly enough, but she's the next one on her way to having that.
Had to be done.
There we go. And we have Retribution up, so we might as well shove Dimitri into that. I'll smite as well, so he should hopefully be hit by 2 things. 2 mages, maybe, hopefully. Oh.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Had to use 2 swords. Where you going? Okay, I'm curious. So, there is a cliff in front of him. Can we shove him through the cliff onto the other side? No. Just through players. It's an interaction I haven't tried, so I wanted to see. Okay, we're gonna shove here. And then we're going to swap. And then smite. Then come up in here. And we wait. Okay. Now, if this map does not get us the supports, I feel like it should at least get the last support with Flame. I don't know if we'll get the Aloise support. I would love to get it. Let's see here, Gambit. Do a little bit of damage. Get things rolling up here. And I'll let it attack me on enemy phase, why the hell not? We can physic, just for the sake of doing so. Yeah, 10 hit. Oh, I love it.
Hate me if you must. On to the next.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I won't stop marching.
Also, I think Dimitri has more defense than Dedu. Granted, Dedu has not touched armor and armor class this entire game. So of course it's gonna be lower than a cookie cutter, standard like general War Master Dedu. But I just find it really funny. Like Dedu is at 27 defense. He just hit 28. Okay, let's see here. Gambit.
We've got to try.
Come back here. Dance. Now, without some help, we're not gonna be able to actually break the dude. So we'll bolt axe one of the back pieces. And no. There we go. Break that. Didn't take the HP bar though. But he's stunned. Oh, yes, we did. maybe we got a lethality. Because I don't think we had crit rate. So that had to have been what it was. No. I don't want to do that. I want to give it all to Byleth, if possible. But you're gonna end the turn. Okay. With the axe. Another HP bar down. And final HP bar. I'm gonna get everything that I can pumped up. 33 or 32% crit, and lethality, always the option. There's a crit. With Crest of Flames, we need another one. Yes, we would live on 3 HP. There we go. Okay. 15 grand from that too? Hell yeah. Were there more on this? I guess more interactions. Let's see though. Can I just end this and go back? Do we get the one with Flame? Okay, we got the one with Flame. That's all of Dimitri's supports done. And Moment of Truth? No. All right, gotta go back in to get Eloise. God damn it. Oh, a thing that I completely forgot to do is we mastered Dimitri's Great Lord class and learned Parasailing? Whatever this does. After attacking, your unit moves back 1 space, exclusive to Great Lord class. Plus 10 might, plus 10 avoid. Okay, so a stab and retreat? Interesting. How many uses? 3 uses. And boop. Okay. I could see where that would be very helpful. Good to have. We'll probably keep on Great Lord. I mean, I don't really... Where else would I switch him? Back to Swordmaster? No. We'll keep on Great Lord. That's pretty awesome. All right. I don't know how. I fed Byleth 3.5 maps. We did the half of one together, and the other 2 I fed to Byleth, and it's still not available. So I guess in the next exploration for next month, we're gonna feed him flowers unforcibly until it unlocks. And then we will actually be done with supports. So that'll be the last one, but let's get all the others knocked out. Starting with Dimitri. Let's do Annette. Just go down the list.
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
This is sudden. Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So...
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
You had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed. If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many, many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital? My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I don't want you to end up like him. So I've been thinking, when this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
What are you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that. You won't be able to do what you have to do with such a miserable look on your face. So, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay by your side. If you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Starve me?
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Okay. Annette is definitely one of my favorite characters in this game, man. All of her supports are so good. Let's see. Flayn, Gilbert, Catherine. Yeah, Flayn.
Oh.
Flayn? What is the matter? Is something weighing on your mind again? It is freezing out here. You should be bundled up in your warm bed.
Listen, Dimitri, the truth is, I am afraid of sleeping.
Afraid of it? Why?
I am afraid that when I close my eyes, I shall fall into a very deep sleep, one from which I cannot wake up for years upon years. Then, when I finally awaken, everyone I know and love will be long gone, vanished with the sands of time. I am sure it seems silly, but try as I might, I cannot shake this fear.
I cannot quite grasp what you are describing, but I can promise you one thing. No matter how many years go by, I will always remember you.
I appreciate the sentiment. Even so, one day...
Listen carefully, Flayn. There is something I have been wanting to tell you.
Oh? What is that?
You know that dish you made the other day? It was so sweet, it made my tongue go numb.
I am not so sure that is a good thing.
Well, I could only really taste the first bite, so I may have been imagining it. But still, I was so happy. That moment will always put a smile on my face whenever I remember it. I could never forget you, Flayn. I promise. Besides, we have fought side by side. We are friends. I am sure all of the others would say the same. Is something the matter?
You really do not pick up on subtle cues, do you?
Cues?
Well, it is all a part of your charm, I suppose. With you here, I finally feel I can sleep without having to worry at all.
Hey, wait! I did not mean for you to fall asleep right here.
Someday you appreciate food.
Flayn, she is hopeless.
Falling asleep standing up. Okay. That was a really good one. Gilbert A.
What brings you here at this hour, and with sword in hand, no less? Hardly the appropriate attire for prayer.
I am not here to pray to the goddess. I am here to atone for my sins.
I see.
You are your father's reflection. He was never skilled at deception either. Your demand that I take your life was sincere, no matter how you might pretend otherwise.
How astute of you. So, you think you can see right through me, do you?
I watched over you from the day you were born, and that is why it pains me so to do this. It is like taking the life of my own son.
I am sorry to burden you with this, but you have my gratitude. Now, make it quick.
Yes.
You really are a cruel man.
You believe death will bring an end to your torment? That is nothing but an act of cowardice. No matter how difficult, no matter how painful, your duty to your people is to continue fighting.
Even if those who have died, the many whose lives I have taken, would rather see me dead?
Many pray for your death. However, there are far more who need you here, alive, in Fargus. in the monastery, in this army, and here, standing before you, to serve you, to bear your torment alongside you. That, your highness, is my atonement.
Look at my hands.
They are shaking.
When I saw your sword swing before my eyes, for the first time, I did not wish to die. Many times I have felt that I cannot afford to die. But this was the first time I truly feared the prospect. Tell me, Gustav, is it really right for me to live?
It is, your highness. It truly is.
Thank you.
Hey, Gilbert had to go full call his bluff. Not even call his bluff, but like act like, yep, sure, I'll do it. You commanded me to. Fucking like get it through his head. Oh, that was last of Gilbert's supports too, so that's everything from him. Unless he has some other cross-house supports, which would be interesting. But yeah, such a good character. I love him. And then the final one for Dimitri, Catherine.
What's wrong, Dimitri? Your sword play's oddly sluggish today.
Sorry.
If you were hungry, I'd get you something to eat. That's not the problem, though, it seems. It's not much fun fighting you when you're so far below your usual standards.
Do not worry. I will be myself again in a moment.
Are you worried about something? Tell me.
This war. Once it is over, I will have to go back to the capital, and you will remain here as a Knight of Seros.
Yes, if we're both still alive.
When that happens, there will not be many chances for us to have these little duels of ours, will there?
I suppose not. Garreg Mach and Ferdiad are quite far apart.
It will be hard to get by without them. I've grown very fond of these sessions.
Wow, you sure know how to draw out a conversation. Just say what's on your mind.
Please, return to the capital with me.
That's it? Return to the capital, just like that, with no explanation?
You were the one who told me to speak frankly.
Yes, I've also told you that I'm devoted to the Knights of Seros and wouldn't dream of leaving. It'd be one thing if you were asking me to return to my family. Why summon me to the capital?
I just want to be near you.
Oh, please. Don't waste your romantic words on me. Save them for a girl you really like.
I was just saying what I felt.
Is that so? I never imagined that brat with the silly haircut would try to woo me someday.
Oh, I'm so happy it came full circle, because the C support, she made fun of his hair. Oh.
Do you really still see me as that young prince?
You take yourself too seriously. But you're not selfish, even if you are a bit greedy with your sword. They do say you can tell who a person really is from the way they wield their sword. Maybe it's true. I'll think about coming back to the capital, okay? Someday. But as for now, don't you have something more important to worry about?
Yes, I do.
Stop getting distracted by trivialities. Focus on what actually matters. We'll have plenty of time to flirt when the war is over.
Oh, okay. I love Catherine, too. Really happy. I think that's all of her supports for this path, too. Yep. There's still, you know, gotta see the rest of Alois, and then we're gonna see all of Seteth when we do, you know, other paths, but the like more, I mean, we saw some of her supports in Golden Deer, of course, but we actually got to see like the Fargus, you know, the kingdom, her, you know, home place where she came from side. I said that really weird, but you know what I'm saying. And it was really nice. But okay, the final two with Dorothea, Caspar and Lorenz. Let's do Lorenz first.
Too much fighting. I need a moment's peace.
Why, if it isn't Dorothea?
What are you doing here?
Patrolling the grounds. There have been entirely too many raids as of late. And yourself?
Nothing. Not really. I just needed a bit of quiet.
It is regrettable to see you so troubled by this war. This is not a burden any commoner should bear.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. So, did you ever find that wife you were looking for?
This is hardly the time or place for me to be searching for a bride. Why do you ask?
The truth is, I know this is sudden, but there's a war on, and who knows what tomorrow brings, right?
Go on.
I've always been quite fond of you. But I've also, well, I've given up on you.
That is sudden, but why would you give up on me?
You're from a noble family, and I'm a commoner. It would have been scandalous. I did what I could to be worthy of you, but you never noticed. So, I've resigned myself to a lonesome life, my feelings unrequited.
You found it so easy to give up on me? Truly? This war has changed my mind on a great many things, you know. I've given it all a lot of thought.
I like seeing you flustered, you know that? It makes joking with you so much more fun.
I was about to say, the way she's talking is like, there's no way she's fully serious right now.
Joking?
Yes, joking. It used to be my job to pluck at people's heartstrings, remember? And I'm much better at it than you are. Admit it, Sir Lawrence.
I concede defeat, but your words have cut straight through to my heart. And now I must tell you how I feel. I've always been charmed by you. I do not think I realized just how thoroughly until this moment.
You and I both know that doesn't matter. Not really. We can never get married.
Perhaps not now. I've not determined where I stand when it comes to marriage. But when this war is over, I will make a decision.
You will, huh? Gosh, I sure do hope I'm not already married by then.
Oh, that's hardly a concern. No one you find could possibly compare to me.
Okay, I like how that one ended. And Dorothea and Caspar, the big bro support. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Caspar, care to join me for tea?
Again? Well, let's make it quick. I gotta get some training in eventually.
More training? Don't you get tired of it?
No, I don't get tired of working toward my goals. Unlike you.
Damn.
Me? What do you mean?
Your quest for the perfect husband. I haven't seen you wasting time with any dull-looking guys lately.
Oh, that. Maybe I just found something worth staying in for.
You mean in the monastery? This place is a dump compared to what it was 5 years ago.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, Caspar, you don't understand women at all.
Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm just another dull guy.
That must be why you don't pick up on how I feel.
What?
When I'm around you, I feel like, well, like I can always be myself. I don't need to act differently or flirt or lie. I can just be me. I always said you were little brother material, but when we're alone like this, the idea of marriage...
Nope. Hold it right there.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a minute. I was not ready for this.
Caspar, settle. You might be getting the wrong idea. I was only saying, when I'm with you like this, I can forget all about marriage and just be friends.
Huh? Right.
Oh.
Of course.
Though I suppose relationships like that can also lead to marriage.
Now I know you're messing with me.
I'm not trying to tease. I was just thinking out loud. If neither of us ever find our special someone, it might not be so bad to settle down and spend the rest of our lives together. What do you think?
I haven't really thought about that. I'm not really the romance type. Spending the rest of my life with you doesn't sound so bad, though. But why are we even talking about this? There's no way you won't find someone great.
Stranger things have happened.
Either way, no point in worrying about it now. I'm plenty happy with our current situation. Let's just focus on staying good friends.
Good idea. Here's to us.
Okay, the whole best friend. I've definitely had that conversation with people before. It's like, yo, I mean, we're good enough friends. Fuck it. If we don't find anyone, let's just get married. Like, sure. But okay. All supports that we'll get on this path, except for the goddamn Aloise A support, are complete. We'll do that in 2 episodes' time. After I force feed him shitloads of flowers. But that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.